Hello.
Hello.
Yeah.
I'm just confused about this whole like MAGA communism thing. I've seen it around,
All
and
right.
I just
Who
like
the
wanted to
fuck
know
is
more
this?
about it.
Who is this?
My name's Lauren.
I didn't ask for your real name. I'm asking what your problem is. You just came in to ask me about MAGA communism. You think I'm just taking Q&As right now? What do you want?
I was told to get in. I was told to get in voice chat. I was told to get in
Why were
voice
you
chat.
told to get in voice chat? Over what? To ask me a Q&A question? What are you, a
No,
journalist?
I just said that I thought MAGA communism was kind of redundant and stupid.
Okay.
Just as like a concept, it seems kind of contradictory.
Did you read the Substack?
Yeah, no, I've read it. I just don't
You
I
have
just
read
like
it. You have read
you
it.
know what I'm. Yes.
Before we get to MAGA communism, what were you saying about our party, the ACP?
I just think it makes sort of, I think trying to detach from, the rest of like the left is kind of stupid. You should be trying to build an alliance
Do
with as
you,
many
do
people
you
as
consider
possible.
yourself from the left?
Yes.
All right. So, so you think the ACP is wrong for doing what?
I think you're trying to alienate from women, gay people, etc. And I think that's not necessary.
How are we alienating from women?
From what I've seen, it just seems like you guys rail against woke people more than you actually do against, actual fascists in this country.
Is this a troll? Who is this? This sounds so familiar. Who is this?
No, I've never talked on anything before. Like I'm just a random person.
Okay. In any case, we the party hasn't talked of anything about woke, whatever. But what materially do you have a problem with as far as our party and what we've done? Why should we have to care about any woke stuff? What material significance does it have?
Well, it's not that it necessarily has a material significance. I think that it more has to do with alienating people from the movement in general.
Who
Like
are
if
we?
you want to build a coalition, I think it has to be as broad as possible.
So who's the one making that a problem, us or them?
What do you mean?
Who's making that a problem, us or them? What have we done?
Well, I'm not I'm not an expert on your group.
But what? So why were you so willing to make these claims about it then?
Because from what I've seen, just around what I've read about it, you guys don't seem very, tolerant of women or, tolerant of gay
What do you mean
people. Didn't
tolerant
you?
of?
Did you?
First of all, gay people are 1.01% of the population or something.
I think it's like 10%.
I don't. Whatever. In any case, it's an extremely marginal, exceptional minority, whereas women are 50% of the population. So how are we intolerant of women?
I didn't really see any women, in your founding group.
You mean
Kind of a
you mean
weird look.
the plenary committee?
Yes.
The plenary committee was an open invitation to anyone who could make it. So there were even men who couldn't make it that, would have been qualified. That was the plenary committee that met in Chicago. Um, you have a problem with the fact there was no women in the plenary committee.
No, I just think that's sort of like, indicative of the group's larger politics. Didn't you guys endorse Trump? Am I crazy? Am I wrong about that?
Yeah, you actually are.
Why is it called MAGA communism then?
The party is called MAGA Communism.
No, but isn't that like the movement, whatever?
The party is the American Communist Party.
Yeah, but would you say you're not a proponent of MAGA communism?
I'm the one who invented the term MAGA communism.
Okay, yeah. So that's what I'm confused about. Like, is that not? I think the term MAGA is like
Maybe you
already
just
taken.
don't know what MAGA communism is. Maybe you just don't know what it is.
It's communism with a focus on America.
Okay. So what's
It's
the
America
issue?
first communism, right?
Communism with a focus on America. Okay, interesting. That's how you see it. So,
How would you define it?
um, you said you read the Substack. I imagine it was too difficult for you to.
Read the Substack a while ago. Read the Substack a while ago.
Okay. Well, the idea behind MAGA communism is that, for better or worse, objectively speaking, MAGA has redefined American politics, and that there is no possibility that the Democratic Party in any way provides a pipeline to a communist position. So politics in this country is MAGA politics, and the Democrats even had to start copying MAGA. And what is MAGA politics? MAGA politics has a orientation toward politics in the form of the self-interest of America. And what does that mean? What does that look like? What's the content of that? Well, there's a lot of ambiguity there. But MAGA communism was primarily about acknowledging the fact that the only context of communism in this country is going to be on the basis not of liberal universalist moralism, not on the basis of the Democratic Party's, attempt to overextend the existing institutions of society, not on the basis of, of a politics based on compassion and bleeding heart liberalism, but on a basis of realism and concrete, a politics of material self-interest, and in particular the material self-interest of the American working class. So there's a lot of ways to understand what MAGA communism is.
And I completely agree with you from the standpoint of, I don't think the Democrats, I don't think liberalism is at all the solution to, I don't think liberalism is going to, lead to communism. I don't think the Democratic Party is anywhere close to even being like social democrats, let alone, communists or socialists or anything that's remotely anti-capitalist. But I guess what I'm wondering is your conclusion that the Republican Party would be a better?
No, because MAGA is not the Republican Party. It's a change in the form of American politics in general. That's just objective. And communists need to be responsive to that. We're living in a new era of American politics, primarily defined by the rise of the MAGA movement and the victory of the MAGA movement. So it's one. Everyone is
essentially a Republican slogan. Like, is that not essentially Republican?
No. You look at the demographics of who swung to Trump in 2016 and who carried his movement on their back, and really it isn't conventional Republican politics. But in any case, it has won.
It was originally Ronald Reagan's slogan.
In any case, everyone is MAGA now in America. Everyone is. Everyone, even our enemies, even you. If you have any political existence, you're also MAGA now.
Why would you what is MAGA then, by your definition? Is it just political in America?
It's objective change, objective historical change in American politics, in the form of American politics. We're living in a politics primarily defined by an emerging, more cybernetic form of popular sovereignty, which contravenes institutions, classical liberal political institutions and neoliberal political institutions. So we're not living in the era of neoliberal democracy, of respectability politics and legitimacy and accreditation and the open society and the democratic consensus. We're living in a highly inflammatory one based on cybernetic populism and mass distrust in these very same institutions, a breakdown of the prevailing ideology, the rise of conspiracism and paranoia and all kinds of schizophrenia and stuff. So this is politics in America now. There's no going back.
Don't you think that just lends more credence to that movement in general? Don't you think you should be fighting against it if you think that's wrong?
It's not wrong or it's not right. It's just objectively the nature of U.S. politics.
The nature of U.S. politics can change.
Not according to our whims and fancies. Changes according to historical laws.
The only way to form an effective movement that is you don't support the Republican Party, do you?
No.
No, you think the Republican? Do you think the Republicans are at least worse on domestic policy than the Democrats are? Because I think they're equal in foreign policy, obviously. But would you say that the Democrats are not better, but like I guess like at least aesthetically postured to be better on domestic policy?
There's no one is superior or better on anything. They are policy, because policy has nothing to do with politics.
What? Policy has nothing to do with politics?
Nothing. Literally nothing.
Isn't policy the end goal of politics?
No, the end goal of politics is power.
Yeah, and you get power by, at least in the current system we're under.
No, you get power from the barrel of a gun.
Well, yes, but in a democracy, you theoretically should get power from, the people.
Well,
I thought,
theories are very all well and nice, but I'm talking about reality. Politics has nothing to do with policy.
Then what is, so it's just about then then it's armed revolution. Are you advocating for that? Which I'm not advocating for that. I'm just curious.
I'm advocating for nothing that is outside of the legal scope of what I am legally entitled to advocate for.
Okay, that makes sense. Got it. Smart. You don't want to be like, armed revolution now. That's not a good idea to say, out loud on a live stream. But do you think that there's any use at all in participating in electoral politics then?
Strategically to build up a party, yes, to build dual power, to build a presence for your party. Of course, it's precious to use that, but it has nothing to do with policy.
So, what do you think policy is then?
For donkeys.
As in liberals, or just
for donkeys.
Donkeys as an insult.
As an insult.
Makes sense. So you don't care about like anything that's affecting the lives of day-to-day Americans?
Those things are impersonal. They have nothing to do with policy. They have everything to do with interest, class interest. What interests are being fulfilled in terms of governance in this country? Forget policy, governance. What is the function of governance?
Yes, interest of the capital owners. I'm not disagreeing with you there.
Right. So policy can't change that.
I want policy that
policy can't change that.
Fight for the interest of the working class.
Why would such policies? Why would they be allowed? It's fun. It's like it makes no sense. Why would, if a machine is meant to do something, why would there be a tolerance for it to be doing anything but what it's meant to do?
Then we shouldn't work in the system at all.
I didn't say that.
Okay, so then you advocate for policy
you don't work in the system with the expectation that you're making people's lives better on a personal level through politics. Politics has nothing to do with morality. It has nothing to do with improving people's lives. It has nothing to do with compassion. It has nothing to do with doing good or doing bad. It has everything
about an individual gaining power.
No, it's not about individuals gaining power.
But a group gaining power.
It's about social forces acquiring power or losing it.
And what is a social force?
A class.
So it's about a class gaining power, not a particular party or movement.
The class takes the form politically of a party. Of course it does.
Okay, so do you think if you were to work within, do you think that I kind of agree that, American democracy inherently isn't going to be able to, produce, I guess, socialism in like, a legitimate form or any like, real anti-capitalist, structures. But I think there is a way to get to, I guess, push the country in a more left-leaning direction to make that conversation even a possibility. Because at the moment, the country is so far right that it's it's not even a socialism isn't even on the table.
That categorization is just devoid of substance. Pushing left, pushing right, it means nothing. You can't push things left, you can't push things right. You can either stand on the left or you can stand on the right.
Yeah, and
if you're in the business of, if you're in the business,
standing on the left, it pushes the country to the left.
If you're in the business of pushing things, you are standing on the right.
No, by pushing, I mean
pushing and prodding is the business of the right. Seizing power and toppling empires is the business of the left. The business of the left is toppling systems, empires, and states. The business of the right is pushing and prodding in various directions.
But how can you topple something? You can only topple something from within.
Correct, by building an alternative form of power within.
Exactly. So if you're going to build that alternative power from within...
Authority.
What authority?
Authority.
You're just saying authority. I'm confused.
Authority.
You need authority to gain power?
Authority.
Okay, now you're just saying the word.
Authority. Authority. Authority.
Authority. Authority.
Authority.
Okay, I'm confused now. I'm just confused.
Authority.
Authority is important?
Authority.
Okay, I feel like I'm failing this riddle.
Authority. Authority.
Authority. Authority. Authority.
Authority.
Okay, Paul. Okay, let's not say authority anymore and tell me what authority means.
Authority.
Okay, that's not okay. That's now I'm just straight up confused.
Authority. 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 Authority.
Well, I'm not sure what authority has to do with anything.
Authority.
But if you want to have any
authority,
kind of power,
authority, authority.
I guess what I was trying to say is that I don't think capitulation
authority, authority.
Is this like, are you like gaining authority over me? I'm just like
authority, authority, authority.
Are you having a seizure?
Authority.
Authority.
Authority. Authority.
Authority. Authority.
Authority. Authority. Authority.
Okay, I'm sensing a pattern here. That's 3 authorities. Authority, authority, authority.
Authority.
Okay, now we're back in 1. It's loose.
Authority.
Okay, are you broken the pattern now?
Authority. Authority.
The pattern's all messed up now.
Authority. Authority.
What?
Authority.
Do you understand why I'm confused?
Authority.
Can you understand like why like this is confusing to me?
Authority.
What is authority? Like you know, like
authority.
Nowadays it doesn't even sound like a word anymore. I'm going to be real with you.
Authority.
It no longer sounds like a word.
Authority.
No longer sounds like a word.
Authority. Authority. Authority.
I guess authority. You know what? I'm going to say you're right. Authority.
Authority.
Authority indeed.
Authority. Authority.
Authority. You know, I guess, you know.
Authority.
You got to authorize the authority.
Authority.
Like what kind of technique?
Authority.
Like,
authority. Authority.
Yeah, I'm just
Authority. Authority. Authority.
I guess authority.
Authority.
I guess authority.
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 Authority. Authority.
Authority. Authority.
Authority.
Authority.
Authority. Authority. Authority.
Authority. Authority.
Authority.
Authority.
Authority.
Authority.
Authority.
Authority.
Authority.
Authority.
Authority. Authority. Authority.
Is this like that one scene
Authority.
in like
Authority.
Blade Runner 2049? Interlinked.
Authority.
Interlinked.
Authority.
You know what I mean?
Authority.
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 Yeah, I'm not a. Someone in the Discord said it was a soccer. I'm not a soccer mom. Thank you.
Authority.
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 Authority. Authority. Authority. Authority.
Okay, the Twitch chat doesn't even know what's going on. I mean, the kick, whatever this is.
Authority.
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 Authority. Authority. Authority. Authority. Authority.
Authority.
Authority.
Authority.
Authority.
Authority. Authority.
Authority.
Authority.
Authority.
Authority.
I can do like 3 more hours of this. I have nothing.
Authority.
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 Authority. Authority. Authority. Authority. Authority. Authority. Authority. Authority. Authority. Authority.
Authority.
Authority.
Authority. Authority. Authority.
Authority.
Authority.
Authority.
Authority.
Authority.
Authority.
Authority, 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 authority. I can't even say it anymore.
Authority.
I would like to just hear one other word. Just a single.
Authority.
If you could just say like the.
Authority.
Like that would. Authority.
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 What is authority? You know,
Authority.
what is authority at the end of the day?
Authority.
Authority is authority. Authority.
Authority.
Authority.
Authority.
Authority.
Authority.
Authority.
Authority.
Authority.
Authority.
Authority.
Authority. Authority.
This really is like the Blade Runner thing. This is just the Blade Runner.
Authority. 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 Authority.
Authority.
Authority. Authority.
My neighbor's gonna think I'm fucking insane.
Authority. Authority.
Authority.
Authority.
Like, okay.
Authority.
Chat. Has he done
Authority.
this before? Is this like a thing
Authority.
he does? I don't know.
Authority.
Authority.
Authority. Authority.
Is this a thing? Is this like is this like an
Authority.
inside joke?
Authority.
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 Why are 400 people watching this? Like, there's no
Authority.
authority.
Authority. Authority.
Authority.
Authority. Authority.
Have you considered authority?
Authority.
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 Authority. Authority.
Authority.
Authority.
Authority.
Authority.
Authority.
Authority.
Authority. Authority.
Authority.
Authority.
Authority. Authority.
Authority.
Let's go. Let's fucking go. Authority.
Authority.
This is, you know, I just, authority, you know?
Authority.
This is like such authority.
Authority.
As someone say if this has happened before.
Authority.
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 I don't think what are other like ways you can say authority?
She left. So, I think I made my point. That was, couldn't come quicker. But, I don't know who that was. I don't know what the point of that was. But I feel like I made my point. It's, you know, we're not here to pass policies. We're here to build authority. You know, we're not here to be cuckolds of the state. We're here to build our own state. And because we don't trust this state, why should we? Simple. FDR passed a lot of good policies. Look what happened. It means nothing. There needs to be a new social contract and form of popular sovereignty. But she has submitted to the authority, and it's as simple as that. She submitted to the authority by leaving. Okay, I'm just kidding. She didn't lead. She didn't leave, but I disconnected her because she seemed to have already been converted. She understood it now. It's about authority. So, what else do I need to say? She has completely submitted to the authority of ACP. So you told me someone wants to come in VC and they have problems with ACP. Well, they came in VC and they submitted to the ACP and the authority of the ACP. And that is what you wanted. I don't know what else you wanted me to do, but do that. And I did. EJ, thank you so much, brother. Appreciate it. Very simple. It's very simple. In any case, we have other things to talk about, other business to attend to. You know, very strange, something very strange about this woman. She sounds familiar. Who does she sound like? Very familiar, though. Someone is like trolling or something. I don't know. Ah, she does like sound like Samira. You're actually right. Maybe it's like a New Jersey accent or something. Maybe it's a New Jersey accent. No idea. No, that's exactly it. That's exactly who she sounds like. Yeah, that's crazy. It's pretty crazy. I asked them who they are. She goes, Lauren. Like I give a shit about their name. Such silly people. The masses are so silly. Such silly people. In any case, in any case, shit is getting real with the party, if you can see it, you know. Things are ramping up. And I don't think that's going to decelerate anytime soon. So, you know, make of that what you will, but, you know, well, don't make of it what you will, prepare. Because I want to tell you guys something. When Trump is in office, that's the era of the left wing. When Biden is in office, that is the era of the far right. And now Biden is gone. Now Trump is on the way. And now the far right will disappear. It will completely retreat. Or they're going to fuse together with the so-called DSA, which is what we anticipate.